Happy Friday, everybody! Last week I talked to you guys about ALTR's patent. So this week I'm going to talk to you about the design process and the manufacturing in making our button covers. When we first started, I was cutting out sheet metal, gluing them to the backs of buttons, and just kind of figuring out the best design concept for our button covers. After that, we took them to a local prototype company here in Orlando, and they were able to help us create the CAD imaging, create 3D models so we could test them out, figuring out where the pressure was highest on the prongs and adjust accordingly. So after about 3 months and 5 iterations, we came up with the design we submitted for our patent. After that, it was determining the appropriate manufacturing. And since our product is small and unique, we needed to use injection molding, which required us to invest in our own mold. And a mold cost roughly, for us, it cost us about $9,000. And that's for a small button cover. So it was a big investment. And that was for 2 large and 3 small casts of our button covers. So for every 2 shots, as what they call it, we would end up with a box of our 4 large button covers and a box of our 6 small button covers. And the company we use is really great because we can do a minimum order of 1,000 shots. So by the end of that, we end up with 500 large boxes and 500 small boxes, which a lot of companies require a minimum of 10,000 units a month and so on. So this was a really great option for us. However, it's expensive to create new designs because it required a new mold for each design. And so we started with UCF and UF, as a lot of you know who have been following us since the beginning. And those individual designs cost about $2,000 each. So it wasn't a very sustainable business model for a company that was just starting. It didn't have a huge foothold in the licensing market and bookstores and whatnot. So we had to figure out another solution. And for about a year, we were banging our heads against the wall, trying to figure out what the next level for manufacturing would be for us. How can we do small quantity custom button covers? And one day at a networking event, I was talking to a friend, and he works with cell phone cases. And he said, well, have you ever thought about UV inkjet printing? I'm like, UV what? And he let me check out the machine at his shop. And it just so happened that the following month, the national convention for these printers was being held in Orlando. So it was very fortuitous for us because 2 months later, I put down a down payment for our UV inkjet printer over here, this beauty. And a month later, it was in the office, and we were creating small quantity custom button covers. So now we can do 1 button, we can do hundreds of buttons, button covers, we can do 247 small or 144 large in 9 minutes, and those can all be individually designed. And the best part is that the quality and the details is really amazing. I mean, we can print the Mona Lisa on a button that big. You see that? I mean, that's pretty impressive right there. And so now we're able to give you guys a small quantity option and keep the price point below $10, which is truly amazing. It's revolutionized the way our operations are managed and the way we manufacture everything today, because we'll get the button cover blanks without any images on them. And then as orders come in, we will customize the button covers that day and get them sent out that day. So it's been pretty exciting. Just a reminder to always keep your eyes open, ears open to new manufacturing abilities, new options, because we would have never found this, and we would have probably been out of business a year ago if we had not found this printer. So it's really exciting. It's learning something new every single day. I feel like I've gotten a minor in engineering. So it's been a great experience. And I'm excited for any of you looking to produce your own product. You're going to learn a lot. Make sure you do your research because you want to make sure you make your best decisions as you can. However, I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, and we've learned a lot along the way. So best of luck to everyone, and I will see you next week.